are one of the most important figures, in my mind, in NBA history, and a lot of people don't know it.
I contribute in a lot of ways, one of which is what you're about to talk about. I think my Miami Heat tryout also contributes to that.
I can pull that up right now if you want.
No, that's okay.
You sure?
That was buried for years.
It was buried for a long time. I thought
Kevin,
we'd never
of all
seen
people,
it again.
found it.
Absolutely incredible. But I don't think you get enough credit for being one of the most important figures in NBA history, because anybody who followed basketball for a time knows that since LeBron was in high school, his signature thing was like the headband. Like even when he was in Miami, he wore that when he won all his championships there. Mm-hmm. Like the guy, it was like, I mean, when he was on Team USA, like he always wore a headband. So then he goes to Cleveland, and it's that period where it's him, Kyrie, and Kevin Love are the big three over there. So we go to watch them play the Phoenix Suns. And Jake.
Lovely trip.
Very fun time. Jake, God bless you. You, as an homage to LeBron, I assume.
I was paying tribute.
Paying tribute, out of respect. You come in wearing your own headband. And at that time, I don't know if you want to take your hat off so people can see your hair. It might not look great now, but I just want everybody to know Jake does have spectacular hair. But it's very thick, and it's like very, wow, Jesus Christ. What is this, a fucking Calvin Klein commercial? My God, Jake. We might have to blur that out.
All hair looks good to you.
Get the fuck out of here.
All our friends.
So, Jake's wearing this headband, and it keeps moving further and further up his head so that his hair basically looks like a stalk of broccoli.
Yeah.
And the Cavs are not doing too hot at the beginning of the game. And I swear to God, we see LeBron look up into the stands.
We got good seats, too.
We did get pretty good seats. And
yeah.
Jake, you're wearing this headband. It's on your hair totally now. It's not even touching your head.
Yeah.
I swear to God, we see LeBron like look up into the stands, and a couple minutes later go back to the bench and rip off his headband. And that's the last time he ever wore a headband. And he hasn't worn one since.
Right.
And there's no doubt in my mind that it's because he saw you, thought, there's no way I look like that, and just completely abandoned his signature from the time he was in high school.
Couple things. Do you think the billionaire second best basketball player of all time looked at a chubby white broccoli head and it was just like this is not what we're about, like unbecoming?
Jake, it's too big of a coincidence, I'm saying. What are the chances that he takes that head, that you look that ridiculous? And I love you, but you did look ridiculous. What are the chances that you look that ridiculous in that moment and LeBron takes his headband off that game and has never worn it since? It's too big of a coincidence. It has to be true. And I think someday, maybe when he's retired, whatever version of like a Barstool Sports that there is, they're going to have a retired LeBron James doing an interview on whatever the Pardon My Take is of that time, and he is going to tell that story.
Interesting.
There's no doubt in my mind that
there's
you did that.
There's a little white kid that pissed me off, and I just didn't. And then I'll step forward, and I'll make my money, and then I disappear.
That has to be true.
Yeah, maybe. My second point was it didn't look that dumb, but it did.